Hey y'all, what's going on? This is J Marie Booklist, and today I'm coming to talk to you about what is the hardest thing about learning to be a health unit coordinator. So in my last video, I got a comment, and the comment was actually a question, and the question was, what is the hardest thing to learn about being a health unit coordinator? And I responded to it by giving 3 things that I think are the hardest things to learn about being a unit secretary. And the first one was learning medical terminology. Medical terminology is a language on its own. It's this whole other language. And, it was kind of hard. It was kind of easy for me to learn because a lot of the medical terms come from Latin. They're Latin. And I speak Spanish. My Spanish rusty now, but, I speak it. And, so it was easy for me to learn. It wasn't that hard, it wasn't like that, but it was much easier for me to learn because I speak the language in Spanish and Latin are pretty similar. And plus I told you in another video that when I got hired, it was an intense month of 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, learning medical terminology. And we were not going to go to the floor to become a unit secretary, learn how to do that until we passed that medical terminology course. So it's one of those things where I think when you learn medical terminology, if you have that knowledge, you're already a step ahead of a lot of unit secretaries who get hired because they think that all we do is answer the telephone, when we know we do more than that. So, you got a lot of secretaries being hired because, you just need somebody to answer the telephone. We do way more than that. So, and knowing medical terminology, you're already ahead. And then the second thing that I think is that we need to learn, that I think is hard, is learning to multitask. Like I said, they think all we do is answer the telephone. No, we do. We answer the telephone. We answer the call lights. We order supplies. We order, if patient didn't get their dinner, we call down, get that for them. We call, make sure things are getting fixed, because, stuff will be toe up for years and nobody say anything, and then you go in the room and then, like, really? Like, all you had to do was just say something. And so we make sure, stuff get fixed, and who fixes it, we do all that. And then don't let something happen, like emergency happen. Now we got to prioritize. So not only are we multitasking all day, but then if something were to happen, we got to prioritize. So that's something that's hard. If you're one of those people who you got to do one thing at a time, and then if somebody if somebody say something to you, now you're distracted and you ain't gonna last too long, because it's all about multitasking. And then the third thing that I think is hard to learn is just dealing with all the personalities. You got sick patients, you got family members who, you got family dynamics, we ain't trying to get involved in all that. You got overworked nurses, you got doctors yelling at nurses, you got CNAs, PCAs, 20 patients to one CNA, PCA. You got them, one secretary doing 8 floors, doing a whole hospital. They try it now. They try it. And then on top of that, it's cold up in there. I'm sorry. Okay, now you're in there freezing. Like, really? It's just too much going on. And then, you got, co-workers, they have no life. You are there to entertain them when they need to be working, just like you working, but they want you to entertain them, and all this drama. It's just the personalities. It's just a lot going on in the hospital. I'm telling you, there's a lot going on. So those of you who don't have family members, those of you who have family members that work in the hospital and they only work 3 days a week, and they come home for their 4 days off and they drain, is because of that, because it's just too much going on. And so, that's another thing you gotta learn. You got medical terminology, learn how to multitask, and dealing with all the personalities, because there's personalities up in there. I'm telling you, you think it ain't. You think you're gonna get up in there and nobody, please. When you ain't in the mood, and then and all this nonsense, it's just, it is what it is. That's a hospital. So, put in the comments below what you think is the hardest thing, if you agree with what I said. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.